This is not a normal war. There are no tanks or armies clashing in open fields. Instead, Israel and Iran are locked in a shadow war, fought in secret, far from the public eye. Spies, cyber attacks, and covert missions replace traditional battles. The aim damage the enemy without triggering a full-scale war. This conflict has shaped the Middle East for years, with each side trying to outmaneuver the other. Iran seeks regional dominance, Israel survival. Open war would be catastrophic, so both sides use targeted attacks, cyber warfare, and intelligence operations. These actions are less visible but can be just as devastating. The battlefields are computer networks, underground labs, and foreign city streets. The soldiers are often scientists, hackers, and secret agents. Their mission: gather intelligence, disrupt plans, and neutralize threats before they escalate. This is a relentless, high-stakes contest. Understanding this shadow war is key to understanding the modern Middle East. It's a new kind of fight, secretive, high-tech, and unpredictable. The effects are real shifting power balances, moments of crisis, and the constant risk of escalation. A single mistake could ignite a much larger conflict. In this video, we'll break down how Israel fights this secret war. We'll explore the roots of the conflict, Israel's methods, and the risks of this dangerous struggle. Welcome to the hidden battlefield between Israel and Iran. Let's dive in. The shadow war is underway. For Israel, Iran is not just a rival, it's an existential threat on three fronts. First, Iran's nuclear program. Israel believes Iran is working toward a nuclear weapon, a red line for Israeli security. The fear a nuclear-armed Iran could attack Israel or arm its proxies. Second, Iran's network of proxies, Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas in Gaza, and militias in Syria and Iraq. These groups, armed and funded by Iran, surround Israel and can strike from multiple directions. This ring of fire is a constant danger. Third, Iran's leaders have repeatedly called for Israel's destruction. For Israelis, these threats are not just rhetoric, they're a call to action. The combination of nuclear ambitions, proxy forces, and hostile language creates a sense of crisis in Israel. The government, military, and public are united. The Iranian threat must be stopped. This drives Israel's willingness to take risks and act far beyond its borders. The goal: weaken Iran and prevent it from ever carrying out its threats. This is why Israel's strategy is so aggressive and far-reaching. The stakes are nothing less than national survival. Every move is shaped by this sense of urgency. The threat from Iran is real, and Israel is determined to confront it. Israel's core strategy is preemption, striking threats before they become unmanageable. This doctrine, known as the Begin Doctrine, was born in 1981 when Israel destroyed Iraq's Osirak nuclear reactor. The message: Israel will act alone and with force to prevent its enemies from acquiring nuclear weapons. Today, this doctrine guides Israel's approach to Iran. Intelligence is the backbone. Mossad and military intelligence track Iran's every move, from secret facilities to key scientists. With this information, Israel can disrupt, delay, and sabotage Iran's nuclear ambitions. The goal isn't open war, but a war between wars, a series of covert actions to keep Iran off balance. By targeting supply lines, equipment, and personnel, Israel aims to make Iran's progress too costly and difficult. This is a long-term campaign, not a single battle. Israel's strategy is about managing threats before they explode. It's a relentless effort to ensure no danger grows beyond control. The shadow war is a marathon, not a sprint. Every action is calculated to keep Israel one step ahead. In this fight, striking first is the only option. Israel's shadow war relies on two powerful tools: cyber operations and human intelligence. Cyber warfare lets Israel attack from afar, hacking, stealing data, and sabotaging Iran's nuclear program. These digital strikes are hard to trace, giving Israel plausible deniability. Human intelligence, spies on the ground, provides what technology can't: inside information, access, and direct action. Mossad is legendary for recruiting agents deep inside enemy territory. These operatives have uncovered secret nuclear sites and enabled daring missions. In 2018, Mossad agents stole Iran's secret nuclear archive from a Tehran warehouse, half a ton of documents revealing Iran's nuclear ambitions. This operation embarrassed Iran and gave Israel a treasure trove of intelligence. Cyber and human intelligence often work together: a virus delivered by a spy, or a hacked email leading to a new recruit. This layered approach keeps Iran guessing and under constant pressure. Every system is a target, every insider a potential asset. The result: Iran's nuclear program is under siege from all sides. In the shadow war, information is the deadliest weapon. Israel's blend of cyber and spies is unmatched. The pressure never lets up. In 2010, the world discovered Stuxnet, a computer worm designed to destroy Iran's uranium enrichment facility at Natanz. Stuxnet wasn't just a virus, it was a digital weapon that caused real-world destruction. It secretly made Iran's centrifuges malfunction, setting back the nuclear program by years. No country claimed responsibility, but experts point to a US-Israel collaboration. Stuxnet proved that cyber attacks could be as devastating as bombs, without a single explosion. It marked the dawn of a new era, digital warfare. After Stuxnet, cyber attacks between Israel and Iran escalated, targeting everything from water systems to government agencies. The shadow war moved deeper into cyberspace. Stuxnet's legacy: every nation now races to develop its own cyber weapons. The battlefield is invisible, but the stakes are enormous. Stuxnet changed the rules of conflict forever. The digital war is now a daily reality. Israel and Iran are locked in a high-tech arms race. The next attack could come at any moment. Syria is the front line in the Israel-Iran shadow war. Iran exploited Syria's civil war to build a military presence and threaten Israel's northern border. Its goal: move advanced weapons and create a new front against Israel. Israel responded with a relentless campaign of airstrikes, targeting Iranian facilities, weapons convoys, and proxy bases. These strikes are risky, often carried out at night, and sometimes near Russian forces. Israel rarely comments, but the message is clear: Iran will not be allowed to entrench itself in Syria. This is prevention in action, fighting on foreign soil to avoid war at home. The Syrian conflict is a classic proxy war. Iran projects power through allies. Israel pushes back with air power. The Syrian people are caught in the crossfire. For Israel, the stakes are high. A strong Iranian presence in Syria would mean enemies on two borders. That's why the air war over Syria is central to Israel's strategy. Every strike is a warning. Israel will not tolerate a new threat on its doorstep. The battle for Syria is a dangerous, high-stakes chess game. The outcome will shape the region's future. The shadow war is fought in the skies above Syria, every night, every week. The struggle continues. For Israel, one red line matters above all. Iran must never get a nuclear weapon. This is the foundation of Israeli security policy, agreed on by every leader. A nuclear Iran would threaten Israel and destabilize the entire Middle East. To enforce this red line, Israel prepares for the worst long-range airstrikes, bunker-busting bombs, and constant training. The message to Iran and the world: if all else fails, Israel is ready to act militarily. Diplomacy and intelligence sharing with allies, especially the US, are also key. Israel uses public pressure, like Netanyahu's famous Red Line speech at the UN, to rally global support. Intelligence agencies monitor Iran's nuclear progress obsessively. The decision to strike would be momentous, with huge consequences. That's why Israel's shadow war aims to delay Iran's progress and avoid a last-resort attack. The red line is clear, and Israel is determined to enforce it. Every day is a race against time. The stakes couldn't be higher. The Israel-Iran shadow war has no end in sight. Israel's strategy has slowed Iran's nuclear program and limited its reach in Syria, but hasn't stopped it. Both sides adapt, escalate, and innovate. Every covert strike or cyber attack risks a wider war. A direct conflict would be catastrophic for the region. The future depends on Iran's nuclear ambitions, regional stability, and the actions of world powers. Israel believes it has no choice but to continue its shadow war, using every tool to keep the threat at bay. This is not a path to peace, but a strategy for survival. The shadow war is a marathon of nerves, technology, and risk. Every day the stakes grow higher. In the heart of the Middle East, the silent struggle goes on. Power, survival, and the future of the region hang in the balance. The shadow war is far from over.